This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Johnny Nelson backstage after the weigh-in. Your reaction?
Job's done. Now it's a bit down to business. All the talk's cheap. Everything that's said and done, and all the poking and assessing and body language, psychology, all that's done now. It's now down to business. It's the last time these fights could have got in each other's personal space. So whatever speculation there is, it's done.
Usyk came in at pretty much the same weight. He's shocked a few there, hasn't he?
He did actually. I thought Usyk had come in like the early 16s and AJ had come in late 16s, but he didn't. So that's us. They never told us anything different. You know, it's how they've trained and how they're prepared for it, and the style of fight they're going to give.
AJ 4 pound heavier. Anything in that we can read, Johnny?
Not really, because he looks slimmer. Yeah, so he's more streamlined. It means he might have more of a bang, more of a punch. Might have worked on different muscles, but not really, no, because he looks slimmer than he did the last time.
You've been on the ball. Both men followed them this week. Is any change in your prediction? Any little clues that you've seen?
Not at all. The devil's in the detail. AJ sticks to the plan. He gets an insider distance win. If he doesn't, then the roles are reversed.
One question I wanted to ask you, Johnny. There's a lot of criticism of AJ that ever since the first Andy Ruiz defeat, he's a little bit gun shy. Do you buy into that at all?
No, not at all. I just think, listen, you're going to obviously know what can happen to you. But it's made him wiser. Think, right, I'll not do that, I'll not do this. And he's just dealing with things differently. So I actually think it's made him wiser. And he'll not make mistakes that made that happen in the first place. And once you know that can happen, you think, all right then, I'll fix this. So I think he's a fighter. All you're going to do, you're going to get criticised, you're going to get better in what you're doing, or you're going to get worse. I think now in this fight we'll see if that form book has been thrown out the window.
If he does pull it off, Johnny, where would this rank in terms of British boxing achievements for AJ?
Amongst the best. And amongst the best is because you look at Usyk's achievements, amateur and professional, this guy has done everything asked of him. The pedigree of him as an opponent compared to other heavyweights that have been out there, that have boxed Tyson Fury, that have boxed Deontay Wilder, this guy's pedigree outshines them all. So this is why this task is harder for AJ. AJ pulls this off. I put this up there with Lloyd Honeyghan against Don Curran.
1986?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting it up there with that because it's a big win and it's a big statement for a guy that people say, but he's not all that good. He's 2-time heavyweight champion. Will he make it 3-time heavyweight champion against such a formidable opponent?
Last one. We've talked about Tyson Fury coming out of retirement. Who would you prefer Tyson Fury to fight for undisputed, Alexander Usyk or AJ, and why?
We've got to decide whether or not he's coming out of retirement or not. Oh no, one day he is, one day he isn't. The talk's there to get the headlines. I totally understand that, but there was an opportunity of AJ, talk of AJ and Fury fighting before. There was talk of AJ and Wilder fighting before. It didn't happen. So what's changed? There was nothing stopping them, it didn't happen. So I'm struggling to fall in love and believe and romanticise the idea. Just
Very, very last one. I did ask Adam Smith if he fancied a white collar fight after our chat earlier in the week, and he said not a chance.
He said not a chance, the gloves are too heavy.
I'm glad I've already interviewed him.
But remember, listen, there's a talent in everybody. My talent was to box. Adam's talent is to translate what you see and what he sees when you're on the radio, whenever you're on the world. His voice is iconic. That's what it is. I could never do Adam's job, and he could never do mine, but that's just how it is.
Johnny Nelson, always a pleasure. I'll see you ringside tomorrow.
Thank you. Nice one. Sweet.